Good morning and a happy new year from Damp Sam and Cooper Towers. I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're going to smash 2025. What I've come on today to talk about is mould, black mould, condensation, damp, that kind of stuff. So on our Facebook group we've had quite a few people asking questions about damp and mould because we're in condensation season. It is just after Christmas and people's been in the properties for 2 weeks, and if it's not ventilated adequately, then what happens is the condensation will build up and you'll start to see black mould on colder surfaces, in dead pockets of air, and anyway we've got some condensation basically, so bathrooms, kitchens, stuff like that. And somebody posted a video on our Facebook group. So we've got a Facebook group, damp, black mould and condensation help group. So if you search for that on Facebook, you'll be able to add your pictures and people will sort of point you in the right direction and tell you what their thoughts are on it. That's if you've got issues with damp. And somebody posted a little video today from which was I'm gonna send tied up with witches. Yeah, it's not even Halloween. So so which is a consumer people. I'll come a bit closer. You see me a bit better then. So which the consumer people have put this video together, and they were talking about a method that Germans use to stop condensation forming in the properties, which is free. And basically what they do is they put warm clothes on and then they go and open all windows for 10 minutes and then go and shut it, even when it's cold. And this is why I'm filming from here, and this is why I've got a dual screen, because today is the exact type of weather climate day that you should be doing it. And it was -4 earlier on in Barnsley, where I'm from, but you still have to do it. And what that does is, today it's a blue sky day. They said to do it any day, but you can't. If it's raining, what will happen is that humid air will come inside your property and it negates what you're doing. So you wanted to get damp air moving out of your property and cleaner air coming in. But if it's raining, misty, foggy, that humid air is going to come in, and it probably might be even wetter than what you've got inside your property, so it's going to make it worse. So what you want is what you've got there, pointing out in the hills of Barnsley, in this beautiful town, which is a blue sky day, not a cloud in the sky. It's freezing cold, and what that means is the air molecules are not holding any moisture, so you've got clean air molecules coming in. So if you open all your windows, and if you live in a rough area, you know what I mean, watch what you're doing. Just make sure nobody's climbing in through there and nicking your laptop or your phone. So open all your windows, 10 minutes, and what that does is the damp air that's in your property from cooking, cleaning, washing, all that build up with your air molecules, which are round, fill up with air, and they expand when it gets warm and contract when it gets cold. Those moisture-filled air molecules will go outside and be replaced by cleaner air molecules, and then you kind of reset. And then when you start having cups of tea, cooking, cleaning, washing, showering, that water goes into the air molecules and they can store it better until you do it again. And this is if you've not got adequate ventilation. So all properties should have adequate ventilation. And when I go on about adequate ventilation, what I mean is an extractor fan in your kitchen and one in your bathroom. A lot of older properties have not got that. They've not got an extractor in the kitchen and not in the bathroom. But what you're supposed to do is, if you have any renovations done, you should have these fitted. Even if you've got, and I'll say even if you've got a cooker hood that's vented externally, I should still have an extractor fan put in your kitchen. Now, picking an extractor fan is a minefield. There's that many different types on market, from cheap ones at 80 quid right up to ones that's like 2 grand. But what I recommend, what I personally have got in my kitchen, which is there, is what's called a push-pull fan, an alternating fan. Now people argue with me, and they've been on, because I get these from a company called Elta Trade. So a lot of people have looked at their technical literature and have said, oh, they're not supposed to be in kitchens and bathrooms. Well, I disagree. So we spoke to people at Elta that matter, and what these do is they'll extract air for around about 7 minutes, 8 minutes, and then the motor will stop for 70 seconds and it'll flip round, and then it pulls air in for 7 minutes. And it just does that over a 24-hour period. And because the low carbon units, they'll run forever. They've got a 5-year guarantee. But what that does is, inside either your bathroom or your kitchen, it circulates the air. So rather than just taking air out when it's produced, it circulates your air. So you get damp air going out and it'll pull in clean air. But it's got what's called a ceramic filament in it. I don't know why I'm going like that on my hands. That's international sign for ceramic filament. So, and it's like a thin wire that's been weaved over a cylinder, or it's just squashed together as a cylinder. I'm trying to explain what it's like when I've looked at it. And when the air goes out, it warms this ceramic filament up. So then when it drags air back in, it comes in around about 10 degrees. And what that does, it expands air molecules slightly. So you're not getting freezing cold air coming in. They do come with switches. So if you get the 150, which is for the larger kitchens, which is that one, that's 150mm. You can get a switch for it. So I don't know if you zoom in, you can see that there's a switch just underneath it, and that allows it to go on extract, pulling in, or alternating, or off. So I can have it on either. Now the Duda one that has a remote control with it, and I did an unboxing of that. So if you search my videos, there's an unboxing video where I show you all bits and bobs that's in it. And that allows you don't have to get on a step ladder and switch it on, or you don't have to run wires and have your plug socket further down. Can't have that in a bathroom. You'd have an 100 in a bathroom, and I don't think 100 comes with switches. I don't think it does. So you can get that. So this is my take on things with my knowledge of how air moves in a property, how condensation's made. I think these are ideal. So like I said, that's my opinion. Rather than just extracting it, you circulate that air, so you've got air moving inside your bathrooms and kitchens constantly over a 24-hour period. And this is why we always recommend these. We've fitted them in lots of properties and we've never had an issue yet. So this is what I'm on about with adequate ventilation. One of them in your kitchen, one in your bathroom, in your utilities and in your en-suites. So this is what you need to be doing to give yourself a chance that condensation is not going to be forming in your property, and you're not going to have health issues associated with black mold, high humidity, condensation. Because what's worse than black mold, in my opinion, is the high humidity. Because if you've got high humidity in a property where you've got carpets, bedding, pets and stuff like that, then the high humidity encourages dust mites to breed, carpet mites, all little things that add to people that's got asthma and things like that, that's going to trigger all these things, vulnerable people. So all these things are going to trigger conditions what they've got, and it adds up to being an environment which is not conducive to someone who's not in the best health. And these tend to be properties where people have not got as much money as people that are more wealthy, even though it's all to do with education anyway. And to have a survey carried out, it's not cheap. And if you want someone like me that's qualified and that's in PCA and with members at PCA and have done all the courses and been educated, and if you're wanting somebody to come to your property and do a survey and report, it's not cheap. We charge money, and we charge money because it takes time. It takes time to do your survey on site, to type your report up, and we've paid to gain all this knowledge and put a system of repair in place that's going to work for your property. So I thought I'd come on today. I'm not going to say jump on, because it's like nails down a chalkboard to me. I hope people that say jump on, I don't like it. So come on, so come on today. First video I've done for quite a while, as you'll have noticed. Any damp fan sand, get these teeth out. Any damp Sam fans out there. There's reasons why I've not done videos, and I'll go into them probably further into here once I start doing a few more. But this year I've decided that we've bought a bit more kit. We want to get these videos a bit better. At some point I'll probably go on a podcast and tell people why I've not done videos and things like that for a bit. But suffice to say, we're coming back on the channel. I'm going to start doing more educated videos. Whether I'll start doing reaction ones, I don't know. So if people want me to do reaction videos where I point out what's wrong with so-called damp people telling you how to do things, but it's wrong, and me pointing out that that's wrong and that's right, let me know in comments. Tell us what you think. If you've ever answered any questions on my channel, so obviously it's on YouTube, it's Damp Sam's Damp TV or Damp. So I think what I call it, Damp Sam's channel. So if you search for Damp Sam, I'll come up. If you've ever answered any questions, you'll realise that you get one question and I don't get into a back and forth. So, and that's because it's just to do with settings that's in my YouTube studio. Because we get that many questions, I'll answer one. So apologies if I've not gone backwards and forwards and answered loads of questions, but this is why, is because we get that many questions. I've only got so many hours in the day and I can't sit there sort of answering them. So I try to answer them in one. And anybody that's wanting our help, because I get a lot of people putting, full, like nearly a book, telling me issues that they've got in the property. If you want any help and you want to contact me direct, what we get you to do in first instance is send your pictures and your videos and the description and your address to our WhatsApp channel, which is 07973 748 566. Now once you send them to there, we can kind of tell you what type of survey that you need. And once we see what type of survey that you need, then we can sort of take you from there. We do paid surveys, so I don't do surveys for free, that's all I'll tell you. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I've missed. So we're definitely going to be doing some more educational stuff, definitely. Once I get a job that I think, you know, we can do this. Because what happened before is I'd just start filming in people's houses, and when I think back now, I think, well, you know, I need to get permission. Can't really start filming in people's houses. But some are empty houses. What we'll do is, if it's empty, we'll do some filming. Because before, when I didn't give a rat's ass, I'd just get the camera out and just start filming. And I've kind of come to realise that, you know, sometimes people might not want you filming in the properties and stuff. So even though we try not to show outside the house, we don't tell the address, there's no details, but in this day and age, people might not want that. So I've got to be mindful of that at the minute. So if we get empty properties, what I'll do then, I'm going to start kind of logging stuff, and I'll start doing more videos where I'll tell you what's happening through there. So we'll basically see what I'm doing day in and day out. Whether you want that, I don't know, but that's what you're going to get. And there's an off button, so if you don't want to watch, then fair enough. So that's it. And let me know if sound's okay, because I've invested in some new microphones, as you can see, and fingers crossed, sound's going to be perfect, picture's going to be better. We've got a brand new phone, so it's all going to be sort of top quality stuff. Only thing that's going to be lacking is probably editing. I'm not an editor, so everything's going to be done in one take and then just uploaded. So hope 2025 is going to be brilliant for you. And what I'm going to do every video, I'm going to finish it with a bit of advice. And it's not financial advice, but if I don't kind of spread the word, then I wouldn't want our viewers to miss out. So this is not financial advice, but what I'm saying is this: watch some videos on Bitcoin and have a look. Do 100 hours watching videos and learning about Bitcoin. There's a book called Bitcoin Standard, have a read of that. Get familiar with it, because it's coming, and we don't want to bore people with it, but it might catch on. So it don't matter how much you buy, you can dollar cost average by so much a week. So you can go onto one of the exchanges that are promoted in England, because some aren't and some are. So have a look, do your own due diligence, have a look at your exchanges, set up an account, but do your own due diligence, and then dollar cost average a little bit each week or a little bit each month, whatever you can afford. Just get off zero and get yourself some Bitcoin. So that's going to be my advice for today, as well as a bit of free damp advice, because we don't want people to miss out. We're still at early stages, and there's still a chance that you can get some money, and it's going to be going up forever. So, and I don't want to argue about it. It's just my advice to you, and it's not financial advice. So always do your own due diligence. So that's Damp Sam signing off, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye now.